Arrusti bene mangia!
Hi everybody, and welcome to Arrusti bene mangia. I am Santino, and today I'm going to teach you guys to make such a special sauce. Okay, it's going to take a few ingredients, but this sauce is going to be killer, absolutely killer. Right? What we're going to do is we're going to use today pork hocks, right? 3 of them. Leave the skin on. Okay, we call that the cutene. When you boil it, it becomes like jelly. It just beautiful, melts in your mouth. Okay, you're going to need 2 cans of tomato. I use one already that's very crushed, like it's very crushed like a cream, and then I use the tomatoes, which are just the regular diced tomatoes. Okay, you're going to need the pepperoncini. You know the the peppers that come with the juice in it, and that banana peppers, any of that. You're going to need the juice from it, okay? Not the actual pepper itself. You could use it, but you're going to use the actual juice from it. I have my own peppers, which I grow in my garden, and then I make a paste out of them, so I'm going to use that. There's also, you're going to need the vegetable spread, if you can find a jar of it, okay? You can get it at Sobeys or anywhere. It's just a regular vegetable spread. You're going to need about 3 tablespoons of that. You're going to need garlic. You're going to need your onions, okay? Onion, and then your long onion, and then salt, black pepper, half a glass of wine, and your basil, and then I use some celery, which is the leaves and that, which is homegrown celery, which is even stronger than your regular celery. Okay, so what we're going to do is first we're going to sear our pork hocks. Not too much, just a little, so we're going to try to keep that flavor inside when we throw in the rest of the sauce, and we start to make the sauce. Okay, so we're just going to sear them a bit to keep that moisture in. Okay, so now I've got my pork nicely seared. Okay, so I'm going to now next put in my onions and my garlic. Okay, so got the onions in here nicely now. Che bella cosa, una giornata sole, l'aria è serena, dopo una tempesta. See, when you sing to your food, it becomes better. I don't know, it just tastes better. Know what I mean? Okay, I've lowered the heat a little bit here, so we just have it kind of like in a simmering mode. And now we're going to add in half a glass of wine. And just let that go for a couple of minutes. And once you get that going to a nice little boil like that, now you're going to take your garlic and throw in your garlic. Throw all that in. Oh my God, you guys, the smell already is absolutely killer. Absolutely. The smell is amazing. The aroma, oh, when the moon hits your eye, like a big pizza pie, that's amore. You see? You see how beautiful it's coming? Look at that. Arrusti bene mangia, everybody, arrusta. Arrusti bene mangia, look at that. Look at that. Guardate che c'è. Look. Just let that go nicely like that. Oh, those pork. I know, if you don't eat pork, then you don't need to put the pork. You can put beef instead. I like pork, and my family likes pork, so we're going to eat the pork. Now, the next one that you're going to put in is that vegetable spread that I told you about, right? And you're going to put in 3 tablespoons of this. And make sure that you spread it all around when you get it in. Okay, so now comes the time that we're going to put in the juice from those peppers, like I told you. Put as much as you can. You can even put a little bit of the peppers in there. Give it that little bit of a spice flavor. Put that in, and that gives it that nice aroma taste to it. Okay. And we're going to stir up. See, I got a couple of those I actually grew those ones in my garden last year. Cherry bombs, they're called. And now just a little bit of my homemade peppers that I grew in the garden. These are the long ones, the little chilies. We're going to put those in there like that. Look at that. Beautiful. See the color it's taking already? Okay, and now we come to the time that we're going to now put in our tomatoes. So let's throw those in there nicely. And we're going to let this just boil a little bit before we take and we put our tomato paste. So we're going to let this just go heat up a bit. So this way when we put our tomato paste in, because the tomato paste is thick, and it will absolutely just melt once we put it in there. Okay, so let's just let this boil up for a bit. Okay, next we're going to take 1 tablespoon of the tomato paste to give it that nice color and a little bit more of a thickness to it. Okay, we're going to stir this up in there with it. Let that go for a little bit. Okay. Boy, next we're going to put salt. Yeah. Then black pepper. Don't worry, don't worry. Be happy, be happy. Okay, and let's stir that all up nicely, just like that. Okay, so now I'm going to put my homemade from my garden oregano. I don't know if some in English they call oregano, or some people call oregano. I've heard oregano. We call it l'oregano. Okay, it's nice, and you can never have enough. So put as you like. And then basilico, which is your basil. Again, this is all my homemade here, all from the house. Okay, so I'm gonna put my basil in. This, I'm not cheap, okay? And I love flavor, especially herb flavor. I love, okay? But this sauce becomes into like, just wait. Honest to God, you guys, you'll be so happy with this. And then I take my celery, okay, all chopped up celery with the leaves and everything. This again was from the garden. This one was given to us by a lady we know. Her name is Rosa, a very good friend of the family. And she does lots of this. She's got potatoes in her garden. She's got everything, like a really old Italian way, you know. And we're just going to keep stirring this now for a while here. Okay, now I've got it nicely boiling. As you can see it, it's just nicely, slowly boiling. You don't want to burn it. And what I like to do is I like to clean my cans. And when I clean my cans, because I'm going to need water, so I'm going to clean it up with the water and throw my water inside there, like so, and just stir it up to loosen it up a bit. But look at that sauce, you guys. Look at the color of the sauce. Just look at that. Okay, and then with this sauce, you can do with penne, you can put spaghetti, you can put rigatoni, you can do whatever you like with it. And then you serve the meat on the side. And that's it. It's really, really simple. And you just let this go now for a good I'd say I leave mine for about 3-4 hours. The longer you let it simmer, the better it becomes. So you don't want it on high. You want it just on, medium low, and just let it keep going, and don't get it, and stir it every maybe half hour. Go back, stir it, give it a little stir, but you don't want it to burn. So you don't want it very high. You just want it to simmer nicely, and that will give you such a beautiful tomato sauce. We call it sauce, okay? Not gravy. Get this gravy out of your head. Whoever thinks gravy. sauce, sugo. In Italian, sugo, salsa. Hai capito? We don't say gravy. The gravy, like I said, gravy, you put it on your turkey and your mashed potatoes, this kind of thing. But this is not gravy. And whoever said that Italian sauce is gravy, I'm telling you, they don't know what they're talking about. They're not really Italians, okay? So the really Italian, questa si chiama salsa. Salsa si chiama o sugo, okay, or ragu. One of the three, all right? Okay, so there we go. Just let that boil for 3-4 hours.
And that's it. That's simple. If you've liked this video, make sure you hit the like button and then leave us a comment and please subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.